Michael Hernandez here of MLH Media, and we are here today, Road to A1 Combat 24, and I'm here today with Kody Vogels. Kody Classic Vogels over there out of Sacramento, California. My man, always looking to get prepared as he looks to get into the cage against Abdikabyl Kaldar over there, September 6th. How you feeling about the matchup? How you feeling getting to finally get back in that cage over there, Kody?
Man, I feel good, bro. I feel good about the matchup. And I'm excited, man. I can't wait to get back in that cage, bro. It's been 4 months. We were supposed to fight in July. And so I'm glad that, we're, nine days out or something like that. So I'm excited, bro. I can't wait to get in there.
Last time out, you faced off against Kevin Bam, had a pretty, it was a pretty smooth decision over there for you. Were able to win this decision. How did you feel about the fight, especially now getting to watch it back a couple of minutes, looking forward? What were your thoughts about the bout against Bam?
I felt good about that fight. Of course, like I'm always looking for the finish, but that guy was a tough son of a bitch, dude. And I hit him with everything, and with the kitchen sink, and he still wouldn't go down. So I'm happy, bro. Like sometimes you don't always get to showcase like everything in a fight, but I showcased that, I could deal with adversity and I could come back and I could put combinations together and I could stuff takedowns. I could do everything. So I was happy with my performance. I feel like I looked good.
Was that a big kind of thing that you wanted to show in that fight against Bam, was that you still had everything in the arsenal? Because I know last time out before the bout against Bam, you're talking about the loss to Ernie, wanting to get back in there after that bout and kind of just show that you're back in that 145 division. Was that a big emphasis for you to really go out there and not only show that you can deliver a punch, but Kevin Bam was delivering them right back as well. Like he had a couple of good looks in there as well. Could you kind of walk us through that as well?
Yeah, definitely coming off that L, I wanted to showcase, all the hard work I've been putting in, and show that, that I can bounce back from a loss. And even if you do lose, you can bounce back just as long as you work hard. And, I'm grateful for the opportunity that, I had the chance to train full time and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I felt good. And, I feel hungry, and I'm excited for another challenge, and I can't wait to just showcase more skills, honestly.
Now with two camps kind of in your arsenal, with being able to train more full time, how has it been for you? Have you really been able to kind of see that full on difference? I know last time speaking, you said that you really got to see the difference, but now with a little bit more of another fight camp in, is it truly seeing the difference for Mr. Classic Vogels over there?
Yeah, for sure. You'll see like, in this fight, like the difference between just my diet, having a full-time job and not eating the best things and not making the best choices, not trying to make any excuses, but when you're out on the job and you're working 8 to 10 hour days, sometimes it's hard to eat the right shit. Sometimes you're just subject to whatever's around you. But yeah, dude, my diet's been on point. I feel good. The weight cut's been good. And like I feel like I've had more time to train. I've had more time to recover. Like, this morning, like you said, like been getting a lot of good shit done today. Woke up, had a good breakfast, got training in this morning, got a plunge in, got a stretch in, got some good lunch in, and was able to jump on here with you and have some good conversations. So, and then train later tonight. So, man, a lot of things have opened up since I've been doing this. So
you're able to not only be on this card with some of your Team Alpha Male teammates, but also with some of your teammates over there at Tom Smash Fallon's gym over there in Northern California. How has it been to kind of not only be on that stage with your Team Alpha Male teammates, but also with the guys over there at Fallon's MMA, because he's been growing it over there in, I believe, Citrus Heights, California, over there in Northern California, correct?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, dude. Honestly, I'm glad you brought that up because I train at TAM. Grew up with TAM for the last 10 years, but sometimes you meet new family, and I met Tom through a friend of mine, and he's been great, man. Honestly, like um, having him as one of my main coaches, and him really helping me with Muay Thai and just overall MMA, and a lot of the studs they got over there at his gym. Man, I'm excited for those guys to be on the card and just showcase all the hard work they've been putting in. And they've been helping me with this camp too. And I'm super grateful to have met Tom and have him in my corner for sure. And same with the Tam fam, dude. Like, uh, I've been training over there for a long time. We got a bunch of studs over there. I mean, I was just talking to one of my teammates today about how many like featherweights we have in the gym now, and so many bodies that I could train with, so many good people that are up and coming, that I'm excited for. You got some of them on this card, and man, I'm just grateful to be a part of it, man. So I'm super excited.
You also have a couple, I mean, a lot. We have so many great fighters over there at Team Alpha Male, but we'd be remiss if we didn't bring up a couple of those bantamweights that are also going at it. I mean, you got Dwight Joseph, who's making his return over there to the A1 Combat Cage, and then you also got Vince Murdoch. Both guys are also possibly in much like a position like yourself, where you guys are all vying for a UFC spot. How is it like to be in a position where now you're one of those names that's being looked at? You're possibly being one of the guys, especially with all the attention A1 Combat has been getting at that UFC level.
Yeah, man. Super grateful. Yeah, those guys, Dwight and Vince, those guys been working hard, dude. Like they've been working their ass off. They're at the gym today. They're at the gym every day, dude. Those guys are putting in mad work, and I think you're gonna be excited when you see, the skills that they showcase September 6th. But I'm super grateful, man. Like I'm grateful how things worked out, and that I am being looked at, and obviously the goal is to get in the UFC and fight for the Contender Series, and I'm just grateful to be in the position that I am, and just taking one fight at a time. And the UFC is just where I want to be, man. I've been doing this shit for a long time, and the UFC's always been the goal, and I know I'll get there, and so it's just a matter of time.
And you also, like how we were just stating a little bit earlier, got to watch some of those guys, got to compete on the Dana White Contender Series, and then also got to see Ryan Loder, a teammate of yours, win the Ultimate Fighter for this past season. Got a big win against Robert Valentine. How has that been to kind of been watching this whole epilogue? I mean, it's been a crazy, like I would say, past month over there at Team Alpha now.
Yeah, no, it really has. Ryan came in Monday, and me and the wife, we've been keeping up with this the new Tough. It's on every Tuesday. It's been fun to watch, and we knew that Robert Valentine was a tough dude, bro, scary dude. And so we were excited for the matchup, and Ryan literally did what we do at TAM, and just executed it, man. It was beautiful. But yeah, Ryan came in Monday, and he had a big smile on his face, and he gave us all words of advice and encouragement, and it's great to have people like that around, man, because they give you inspiration. Whether it's a big gym at TAM or a smaller gym like Tom's, I mean, there's inspiration everywhere, and it's good to have good people around for sure.
With the crop of featherweights that you just seen this past season, what were your opinions on that? And I mean, is there a chance that we ever would get to see Mr. Vogels over there on the Ultimate Fighter if the opportunity were to come up?
Man, I would love to, man. Like any opportunity, to to fight for the UFC or the Ultimate Fighter, the Contender Series, anything, man, I'm down. That's the place I want to be. I liked watching the featherweights on this season were good, man. I was rooting for Marion Sant or what was his name? The
Marion
Brazilian dude.
Santos, yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
he just won. He's good, dude. Like all those guys are studs. So like, I could definitely see me fighting any of those guys, but they're all studs, and it was a great season to watch for sure.
Yeah, I'm always interested to hear fighters' opinions on the Ultimate Fighter format because you have gentlemen like yourself that are, I mean, open to any opportunity. And that's very much like a lot of the gentlemen that are over there that are residing at Team Alpha Male. But then you have some guys that are a little bit more like, I mean, you're taking 3 fights in a month span. It's a big chance at a big opportunity, but also we've seen some guys go on that show and also not have the best luck of things after. So it's one of those things, but it's a great opportunity if you're able to grasp it. Ryan Loder was able to do exactly that. What are some things that possibly we can look to expect from Mr. Kody Vogels, though, upcoming on September 6th? A possible, like how we were just stating before, another big spot. The last win that Ernie Juarez got before he got that Dana White Contender Series spot was against this gentleman, Abdikabyl Kaldar. What do you think about the matchup?
Yeah, the matchup with Kaldar, I'm super excited about it. I feel like it's a good matchup. I feel like he's gonna bring the best out of me. He's tough, and I know he likes to go for the takedowns a lot. And I've seen something like this is more of like a striker versus grappler matchup, but I could grapple too, man. Like MMA and grappling are. MMA grappling is different, dude. I could watch me out grapple this guy, dude. Like I think I think I'm better everywhere. I feel like he'll get tired. And I feel like out of all his matchups, I feel like, he's never faced someone who hits as hard as me. So I feel like he's gonna get tired. I mean, that gets someone tired. And I noticed in the Ernie fight that he was tired. And yeah, it was mainly like a grappling match, but I feel like that was more so Ernie being aggressive and just putting himself in positions where he was just grappling the guy. But I felt like Ernie was doing good, and I got a lot from that fight, and I'm just excited for the matchup. I know it's a test, but I feel like I'll win the fight.
And I love what you just said right there. You said MMA grappling is a lot different than just standard grappling. And oftentimes you've kind of been put in that box as a striker. Has that kind of been frustrating for you as someone that, like how you said, you want to be looked at as someone that's a full-on mixed martial artist, and to kind of be boxed in a little bit is a little frustrating when you're trying to be the guy that's known as more of, like how you stated, a mixed martial artist.
Yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't say frustrating, but I just like to keep people guessing, you know what I mean? Like, so that's fine. Like, if you wanna say I'm a striker, then think I'm a striker, and then watch me out grapple them, and then you'll say I'm a grappler, and then watch me out strike them, and then you know, uh, I think it's good to be unpredictable, and I think that's something that he's gonna have problems with, is just he doesn't know what's gonna come. It's I think I'm gonna surprise him with what I got. So
And I always love hearing what guys have to say in regards to that because some guys love it. They love the fact that, hey, like how you said, it's like almost like, hey, they may think they're gonna have another thing coming, but I'm gonna surprise them a little bit. But then some guys are like, dude, I hate that I'm looked at as only this. So it's always interesting to hear the opinions of everybody and what they kind of think on their opinion of where they lie in the whole race. But let's talk about a little bit of a different race right now. UFC, these last coming pay-per-views coming up. I know you're tapped in with your guys over there at Full Violence. They've been, keeping up with the UFC all year, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be hitting this last run of pay-per-views very hard. Let's talk about UFC 306, man. Right off the bat, you got Merab Dvalishvili versus Sean O'Malley. If that matchup stays together, who you got in that one, man?
I got Sean O'Malley, dude. I like Sean O'Malley. He's for one, he's really good, and for two, I feel like He's really good at, kind of like tricking people into thinking that he doesn't take it seriously, and that you know all he does is smoke and this and that. But when it comes to fighting, like, he shows up. You know what I mean? And he's also, I feel like he's also just well versed in other different shit, dude. He's like got businesses and all this stuff. So you know um I respect that. That's sick, dude. Like, that's something I'm trying to get into. So I got Shigashaw in that one.
How do you think he gets it done?
Dude, that knee that he hit Cheeto with, I think he could fucking do that to Marab, because Marab's like 5 feet tall. So I think he knocks him out. I think he finishes him.
Not a bad prediction there from the
Yeah.
classic man. How
Yeah.
about UFC 307? You got Alex Pereira and Khalil Roundtree recently getting announced. Who you got in that?
Oh my god, bro. A lot of times, dude, I'll bet with the heart and not the mind, but you know what? Like, my heart wants Khalil to win, but I think I'm gonna go with Pereira, man. I think Pereira knocks him out, dude. And that's
I think,
tough. That's tough for me to say, because I really like them both. But if I were to put money on it, I think I'd put money on the champ.
and then just to kind of round out here with the last official pay per view, I believe they have announced for the year, October, Abu Dhabi. They're still finalizing 309 and 310, I believe. Still looking at Islam and Armin Sarukian, or possibly Stipe and John Jones. But Ilia Topuria, Max Holloway, October 26th, Abu Dhabi, main event. Who you got?
God, dude, you're asking some tough questions, bro. Dude, I'm gonna go with Ilya, dude, and I love Max, bro. Like, I love Max. Max is a dog. I mean, again, dude, like, you know, my heart wants Max, but I think Ilya's gonna get it done for sure.
Ilya is very slick in the boxing department, and it is something that he has been able to show off in basically all of his matchups. He has shown that, hey, if he gets you up against that cage, it may be lights out for your opponent. And possibly looking to do that is yourself over there on September 6th. Abdikabyl Kaldar, Kody Vogels going at it. A1 Combat 24. Anybody, I know you have a lot of people that support you in your MMA career, but anybody that you wanted to thank in particular during the segment here today?
Yeah, first and foremost, my wife, of course, man. She's been the rock to all this shit since day one. So I'd like to thank her, and then also my sponsors, man. OK Tire, they've been awesome, bro. They've been helping me out ever since I started doing this shit full time. Pest Pros just recently jumped on board, and not only sponsored us, but came over to the house. The weather's been really hot, and we've been having ants. And they came over one time, and the ants never been back, dude. So I'm just like, 5-star service, bro. And so, and then shout out to Full Violence, Pierce Labs, my buddy Iron Bunny, and man, there's a laundry list, but I like to thank all my sponsors for sure, helping me out through this camp.
And a lot of people in the support and in the corner of Mr. Kody Vogels as he looks to take on Abdikabyl Kaldar over there, A1 Combat 24, September 6th at the Hard Rock Casino. I mean, possibly looking to set himself up. Bruno Souza just recently got that featherweight championship over there against Eric Sanchez. Or do you think if you're able to get a win here, that sets you up for a championship matchup over there for A1 Combat?
I mean, I think so. I mean, who else? Like, you know what I mean? Like, unless Ernie comes back, which, obviously he deserves that opportunity since he was the champ, you know what I mean? But other than that, I mean, yeah, for sure. I feel like, after I beat Kaldar, I feel like, if A1 gives me an opportunity to fight for the belt, I'd fight for the belt for sure. Definitely not turning that down. And And then after winning that belt, I mean, you know, hopefully get on Contender Series, but you know, for sure.
It seems that A1 Combat belt has been a heirloom to whoever has been able to reach that UFC stage. I mean, obviously Peyton Talbot reaching that UFC stage, and then I mean, I don't believe there was a middleweight championship when Ryan Loder was in action, but had he been in action when there was, I definitely think he possibly would have been the man to capture that championship, the 185 division. Man, Kody Vogels, a big championship matchup, possibly looming over there if he is able to get a win. A1 Combat 24. Michael Hernandez here of MLH Media, and we are going to be signing out over here with my man Kody Vogels over there in the 916. I appreciate your time today, brother.